Good morning. This is a morning of keto for me. I decided I would show you guys what a typical morning breakfast would be for me. And to start off, I just have my bulletproof coffee here. And for you new beginners on keto who don't know what the bulletproof coffee is, I would show you quickly how I make mine. You're gonna need these ingredients. I use the MCT oil, and this is for all day energy. It helps you get into keto faster. And as you can see, I buy this off of Amazon. You can use whatever sweetener you want. I use Truvia and also Splenda. I also use imitation caramel extract, and this for also the bulletproof coffee. I like my coffee very, very, very buttery. I already showed you that. So I also use 100% cocoa unsweetened. I use the Luann's coconut oil, and I also use butter sometimes. If you do use butter, you want to make sure you get unsalted, because the unsalted helps it not to be too salty. You're gonna also need a whisk so that you can stir and blend your coffee. I put it between my two hands, and then I rub them together so it can stir and make a foam. And also one more product. I also use heavy whipping cream inside of the bulletproof coffee. So all of these ingredients here I basically use in my one bulletproof coffee. Now for some people, I know that you could be allergic to certain things, maybe the milk or even the MCT oil. You may not be allergic, but you want to start off very, very small with this. I will even say 1/4 of a capful, because if you use too much of this, you will have to go to the bathroom very bad. So you want to start off really small with that. So that's basically how I make my bulletproof coffee. That's the first part of my morning breakfast. And the second part of my morning breakfast is my soup, my either chicken noodle soup, or I would say my sausage noodle soup. So I basically take my beef broth here. And this is my broth that I make, chicken broth that I get from chicken that I have boiled for dinner. And I just take it and I save it into a jar. And I have this most mornings to go with my bulletproof coffee. So I'll take that, and of course you're gonna put it in your favorite cup. This one right here is not my cup. This is my daughter's cup. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And it's a cute little cup to drink out of in the morning. Yeah, but she don't want me using it. Sorry, Deborah. Okay, and also I take in just like a 4th piece of one of those, and I'll chop it up really nicely. And that's just the smoked sausage. I also take the pork rind skins. The funny thing about the pork rind skins is when you put them in something liquid, it turns into this almost like a gummy substance, almost like not really a noodle texture, but almost. So I'll take 1 or 2 of those, only usually do 1 for myself, and I'll chop it up really, really fine, along with my Polo sausage. I'll chop them up together. And it's just basically about what can fit inside of your palm. And I will throw it inside of my already warmed up beef broth. Chicken broth. I don't know why I keep on saying beef. I also take a splash of the Himalayan salt. As you see, I use this frequently, which is very good because you It gives you most of your minerals back in your body, including the potassium, to keep you from cramping, muscle cramps, and heart cramping. Palpitations. So you wanna do the pink Himalayan salt. I buy mine off of Amazon. That's why I look like this weird bag, and it lasts me a long time. That's why I look pretty worn. I also take a fourth stick of butter, or you can do 1 tablespoon of butter, and I put it in there. And I use my pepper, and I also use sometimes lemon pepper if I'm feeling really good, and then the Himalayan salt. And that's how I make my chicken noodle soup in the morning, or sausage noodle soup. And therefore I have my this morning sausage soup and my bulletproof coffee, which is very, very filling. So with those two things alone, this would take you all the way through the morning, even sometime to 2 o'clock in the daytime. I know I can go a long time because you have all the extra butter inside of your coffee from the MCT oil, from the coconut oil, and then you have the butter also from your chicken noodle soup. And if you're feeling a little bit more hungry, you can add your chicken or sausage and extra butter and skins. So you really get a wide variety of. Second part of this video is the sausage noodle soup. And of course you want to get your favorite mug. And you want to get all of your ingredients that you would need to make it. And for me this morning, it is very simple to make this. It should take you a total from making the bulletproof coffee to making the chicken noodle or sausage noodle soup. It should take you about 10 minutes. So I start off with the chicken noodle soup. I take my chicken broth here that I store up from all of the cooking of my chicken for dinner, and you just take the broth off the chicken and you store it inside a jar, and you put it in the refrigerator, and it keeps for weeks. I also take a stick of butter, maybe 1 tablespoon of butter, and want to put that inside of your cup, because you're going to warm all of this up inside of your the microwave. I also take Hillshire's smoked sausage. I only do about maybe a fourth of this, of one of them, like really small, and I cut it up really tiny along with my skins. One thing about skins is you can take those, and when you put it in liquid form, it gives you this funny spongy type of feel to it. So I actually used it to kind of go for the noodle part, and I just take 1, maybe 2 of the skins, and I will cut it up very, very fine with your sausage. And then I also add pepper. Let me see if I can bend this down. I add pepper and maybe lemon pepper, and also pink Himalayan salt. These are the seasonings I use. And I also do onion powder, and it gives your soup a very salty, homey taste to it. My Himalayan salt, I buy it off of Amazon, and I use it a whole lot, but this lasts a long time, so I have had this for a long time. So you want your pink Himalayan salt because it helps replenish the nutrition in your body, the minerals, and especially potassium. And that's really good to keep your body and your muscle from spazzing up, and from your heart from doing palpitations when you are on the keto diet. So those are the ingredients that I basically use for my chicken noodle soup. or your sausage soup. You can use chicken or sausage. And also my bulletproof coffee. These are the ingredients that I use. So this right here alone should have you very, very full. I can go to about 2 o'clock in the day with just these two meals alone. You're gonna have the MCT oil, coconut oil, really a lot of fat, and then you have your butter inside of your chicken noodle soup. All of that should keep you good and satisfied. And like I said, if you feel like you're a bit more hungry that morning, which you shouldn't be if you are doing most of everything right, you can add meat or more protein from the skins, and you should be satisfied pretty much throughout the day up until 2 o'clock. It'll take you all the way into lunch. Well, that is my morning breakfast, or one of my morning breakfasts of my keto. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.